Hey guys, and welcome to the setup video. Now before we get started, make sure to charge everything. I mean everything. So get started with the power. So you guys have to do with the adapter is just hook this up right here. All right, and now this will go to your wall outlet, and this side right here can just be hooked up to your computer right now. And we do this before we turn it on for the very first time. So to charge it up, all you have to do is just plug that in there. There we go. And something else that comes with this is this. So to set this guy up, we have to do the exact same thing. To charge it up, we're gonna have to go like so. So you flip this downwards. You guys see this connection. So if you have another cable, you could hook it up to with that USB-C that we have. But if you guys have another one, we can have this charging while your computer charges at the same time. It's good if you have them both, so we can set them up both at the same time. So right now, no worries if you can only do one at a time. Start off with your computer, then go to this. Doesn't matter, but we do need to charge this guy too. So to power on for the very first time, just hold on here. And once you hold on to the power, you're gonna see a light coming on, okay, on the keyboard itself right here on the side. And you will see a message that says something like so. The system requires a restart to perform a complete memory training. You guys can skip that. I highly not skipping that part, so just press enter and let it do its thing. Then just come back to it after a minute or two. All right, so after a minute or two, you guys would see a black screen, logo, and then this. So what you guys want to do is just continue on. Obviously choose the language you want, tap on it, and then on the bottom, you're gonna see continue. So I'm gonna continue this in English, and then choose your region. There's lots. So if you scroll down using your trackpad, you're gonna see the whole list. You guys can use your arrows on the keyboard as well. Once you select the one that you want, so I'm just gonna go all the way back to the top again, just tap on yes, and there we go. We're gonna go to the next step. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, next up, what do you guys want your keyword to be? We're gonna leave it as US, but there's several options. We're gonna hit yes on the bottom right hand side. Same thing, do you guys want to add a secondary keyword? Especially if you speak another language, you may want to do that. In this case, we're gonna skip it on the bottom right hand side, and we're gonna connect to your network. So if you guys do have an adapter, you could use an Ethernet cable, sure, why not? But for most of you, it's just gonna be all in Wi-Fi, so just choose the right one for you. So in my case, it's Tech Design VR, that's the closest one to me. Connect, put in your password. From there, it should connect. If it doesn't, then try another one, or maybe you got the wrong password. We're gonna hit on next. It's gonna check for any updates. Make sure to run all updates. While this is happening, make sure it's charging. Don't just have it charged for the first part where it turns on. Have it charging up all the time while we're doing this entire setup. Now, during the update, yes, it would look like it restarted. That would be fine. And then you would see this. So just go into accept. Then just wait for it, name your device. You guys can name it whatever you would like. So in this case, we're gonna name it Tech and Design YouTube. Actually, just Tech and Design, didn't let me YouTube. And then just going to next. Right now I have spaces, so that's the issue. Just gonna take out the spaces in between. And then just go to next on the bottom right hand side. You guys can skip this for now, by the way. So you guys could do this later on. All right, next up, it's just gonna check for even more updates. All right, if it finds any more updates, it will just run through them. So right now it's step 1 out of 3, it's downloading. The downloading process really depends on your internet speed. So just wait for it and be patient, just let it be. All right, so after the update, just going to sign in. You guys can scroll down, see everything, and just sign in. Tap on sign in, it's gonna ask you for your account. And if you do not have an account, just go on and create a Microsoft account. It's gonna be the option down here. There's also sign-in options. I'm gonna show you that, just in case. So you guys will see face, fingerprint, PIN, security keys, forgot username. That's in those cases. For most of you setting this up, you're gonna have to just sign in. And if you guys don't have an account, just create one. You do have that option right there. Then go into next. Once you press on sign in, just choose if you guys want a passkey. You guys can do that with your iPhone if you guys have an iPhone or Android device as well. There's also security key. So just go ahead and choose whichever makes sense to you. I'm just gonna go with the first one, phone. It's just the easiest one. All you guys have to do is just scan this QR code from your tablet or phone. Now, if you chose to do this, it's gonna say device connected. You would have scanned. You could use just your pass key, which is, for most of you now, it's just to scan your face, and it's just gonna go on and sign in. All right, so from here, it's gonna ask you if you want to use your face to sign in. It is more secure and it's technically faster, so you guys can go on and sign up and set it up. I'm just gonna skip for now. You can definitely set that up, and that's because I have the camera right now, actually not even looking at me. So, and a lot of people have it set up like that. So I'm gonna create a pin, and you should create a pretty difficult pin, not like mine. I'm just gonna give you an example of something you shouldn't create, which is 1, 2, 3, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and okay. So once you put a pin that makes sense, a complicated one, you can just log into it. And here we go. Let Microsoft Apps use your location. Especially if you guys want to use maps, whether it's Google Maps or anything else, you will be required. So just go on and say yes. If you guys don't want it to track you, then no. I'm gonna accept. Right here, find my device. I think it's very important, so I would choose yes. You can always go no, but this will track your device if it ever becomes stolen or anything like that. Right here, you guys will see this. So you guys can choose what data you guys want sent to Microsoft. So that said, you guys can choose this first option, which includes optional. So it's gonna basically send out almost everything. And then right here, required only, it's gonna send out just essential data. I'm gonna do it all. That's because I always want these guys to improve everything, including security. Right here, improve inking and typing. So again, you guys can send this information out or not. I'm gonna put yes, accept, personalized offers. Okay, so particularly me, again, I like personal ads. I like ads that have to do something with me. So I always say yes. You guys can choose no. But that's when it comes down to ads. All right, so right here, this is really up to you. I know a lot of people don't like this. So you're pretty much letting Microsoft and apps use presence sensing. And that can be scary for some people. Others don't really care. And that's because it's just using even more data from your computer itself. If you're there, you're not. You know, if it goes to rest mode or anything else like that. I'm gonna choose no, because I think that's an overreach. So we're gonna go on and just accept that. But again, if you guys choose yes, you're basically helping out Microsoft. So it's not a bad thing. Okay, if you guys had an account before, you would have seen something like so. All right. So if you guys just created an account, you're not gonna see anything like this, because there's nothing for you guys to recover or anything like that. I'm just gonna continue on. So we're just gonna restore everything we had on our previous one. So that was another computer, and just let it be right now. All right, so from here, it's just getting things set up for you, and we're almost done. All right, this part's actually pretty important. So if this is for you, personal use, definitely register it, okay? Put in your email, phone number, tap on next. If this is not for you, maybe don't put in all the information that's required and then just hit next. Again, it's up to you. All right, so from here, you're just telling it. So if you put a check mark on these guys, it's just to send out information to HP about your system. And that way they can provide you more stuff, basically, more customized stuff. But if you guys don't want that, then no. Same goes with, there's contact information, all that stuff. Again, you don't have to put a check mark. Just put a check mark on whatever you're comfortable with. I'm okay with everything. And right here, it's gonna customize your experience. So if you guys are in development, which most of you aren't, don't put a check mark there. Entertainment's big, gaming for some. And if you're using this for business, maybe put a check mark there. And there's a few other options. I would say most people, it would be between entertainment, maybe family, or that's if you want to create more profiles and things like that. Or if this is just for you and school, there's school right there. So I would say it's in between school, family, business, entertainment. and then we can just accept. We can always skip this part, by the way. And this is just so it gives you a few things just custom for you. So right now it's gonna ask you, do you wanna use your phone for your PC? So basically you can answer calls within your PC. You guys can also see conversations on your PC, but doesn't work with iPhones, not really. And then with Android, it actually works perfect. So you can always set that up or just skip it. It's up to you if you guys would like to do that. It is kind of nice though. All right, so right now, back up your phone's photos and keep them safe. Go ahead and just scan this if you want to do that. I don't, so I'm gonna skip this over. Right here, so this is if you're browsing something on your phone and then you wanna continue that browsing here, that will automatically connect to each other basically. So you can definitely import your stuff or not now. So I'm gonna put not now. I actually want to start from 0 right here. I don't want to import any of that information. Right here, it's going to give you 1 month free of Microsoft 360. So that's Microsoft Office and all that stuff. If you guys already have that, don't need this. So you guys can just decline it. If you don't, then I would take the month and then just buy it later on. Right here, this is actually pretty good. So I would continue on with it. But if you don't want to, you can always decline it. They're obviously trying to sell you something. All right, so up next, you guys can go on and set up your email. There's Microsoft for free, and there's a few other things down here too. So what we're gonna do is just hit next. Once you go into next, it's gonna come with some stuff that's free. So you guys can just claim it or just skip for now. Again, it's up to you. I'm gonna skip for now because I'm already all set up with all that stuff. All right, so right here, unlock. So at this point in time, it's just telling you what to do. So you guys can just close it. Don't need to learn more about it unless you want to. And there we go, we're pretty much all set up. Now there's one more thing that came with your computer. And for those of you that it came with, so a stylus. I'm gonna show you how to set up your stylus with this. Now that we're done the entire setup with this particular computer. All right, so here's our stylus, and to set it up, the very first thing we have to do is actually charge it up. So that said, we just have to push this up, and here's our charging port. That's why we have this, by the way, telling us to charge it for the very first time. Now there's gonna be a red ring around it, light, when it's charging, and then when it's fully charged, it's just gonna be a steady white light. So again, if you guys have a USB-C cable, you can charge it up with that, or just use the computers. So the computer did come with a charger. You guys can just plug that in there. That's gonna charge it up. So that's how to charge up your stylus. And as you guys can see, I already charged it up while we were doing the setup for this computer, and that's why it's fully charged. But as long as you guys get some type of light here, it means it's working and it's actually charging, or at least connected. So that said, you do want to charge this for 45 minutes usually. And the main things you guys should know about this guy is right here, your 2 buttons, okay, for clicking and erasing. So you got 2 of them right here. And to connect this to your computer, all you guys have to do was actually charge it because it's already connected. Once you bring it close to it, you guys will see that it acts like a mouse basically. So wherever you point that, you should see a little dot somewhere there. So I can just take this, for example, and move it here just by doing that. Okay, again, you guys can click with this, but most of you won't be doing that much clicking unless you're drawing. So right now, all we have to do is just do that if you want to, or you can just tap here and take a look at everything that came installed on my computer. So again, if I want to take out everything that's here, I can just go into all, and here we go. So we're gonna have a huge list. Well, it's not that huge, I guess, but it's a list of every single program that's already installed. And I can just use right here my stylus to go throughout. Obviously, I don't have to use my stylus. I'm just showing you that that's how to set it up. It's that easy, actually. So it's a really quick setup when it comes down to this. It's basically just charging it up, and then you can go on and use it right away. Besides that, if you ever need to change this, it's really easy to take it out. All you guys have to do is kind of use your nail and then just pull it out. So that's how you pull out the cap. And then if you guys want to put another one in, so they look like so. It's hard to show you though. It's hard to focus this in. But if you guys want to put this in, so you have to align it and then just go ahead and push it all the way in. And there we go. Sometimes you do have to change these guys up. That's why you do have 2 of them that come usually with your computer. So 2 additionals. Anyways, those are your very basics. Something else you guys should know about your computer is that it comes with this. You can open up your camera, or you can close it off, physically close it off, so nobody can spy you through your camera. Something else that you guys should know about your computer, your USB. So you have USB-Cs here, so you guys can just charge up your computer. It's not just for charging, obviously. You guys can use it for various things. HDMI, so for a monitor if you guys want that, and just USB right here as well. On the other side, you guys will see another USB, and then for your headphone jack, that's gonna be there. And how do you know if your computer's charging, by the way? You should see a light right there. So it's a red light. That means it's charging, so that's fully working. But anyways, as far as this video is done, because we're done with the entire setup, what I would do right now is look for any updates, if there are any updates on the computer, and that would be it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, comments, you guys can write down in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.